A settlement of hold had a yearly practice. A wrestling competition is organized each year to choose the strongest man to represent the community and search for the book of wisdom believed to contain the secrets of life. It is the belief of this settlement that a book of wisdom is held in a faraway forest that contains the secret of life longevity, life wisdom, and peace. This secret book is to prevent their extinction, for they will perish if they lack knowledge, and that is their belief. Therefore, a yearly wrestling tournament is organized to choose the strongest man in the community to search and bring this book of wisdom containing the secret of life, leading to long life of prosperity, of wisdom, peace to their community. This particular year, Lagbaja won and embarked on the journey that took him several months to reach his destination, and not without encountering different obstacles, temptation, and tests of endurance. He found the book, but the keeper prevented him to take it away, for no one must have the monopoly of its content. He was only allowed to open and look at the content of the book. This he did, and what did he find? Himself. When he looked into the inside the book, he found himself. Inside the book was a mirror, and when opened, you will only reflect the image of the holder of the book. There is no other secret to your own book of wisdom other than yourself. There is no other secret to your own book of wisdom other than yourself. Welcome to Success Digest, where we simplify and discuss most ingredients needed for your financial wellness, for your financial abundance, and live a happy life. I thank you for watching Success Digest video again, and I say welcome if this is your first time. Welcome if this is your first time. Today, we are discussing on the topic, the success in you. The success in you. You are your own book of wisdom, your own book of success. Your success or failure in life is determined by the quality of decisions you take in life. Everything depends on you. What you attract depends on what you radiate. The man in my introduction, Lagbaja, in his search for knowledge, was actually training himself and acquiring those knowledge and wisdom he was seeking for while searching for the book of wisdom. He was his own book of wisdom. His skill, endurance, and perseverance set him aside as the winner in his village. These skills and strength also became his teachers throughout his journey, searching for the things that were within him, waiting to be discovered and brought to the surface. Your purpose in life has been predetermined. It is for you to discover it. Your purpose in life has been predetermined. It is for you to discover it. You've got what it takes to be whatever you want to be in life. Adversity, when encountered, could be the wake-up call for the giant in you to wake up. You are not machine-made like after a prototype, but you are handmade and crafted. A machine made is made after a module or prototype. So you have what it is called mass production, where it will be difficult to differentiate one from the other. But no craftsman can produce identical objects immediately after one another is made, because the constant inspiration and improvement will accompany the making of the second from the first. Our maker, though he can, if he wants, produce one not exactly like the other. Hence, each individual is uniquely, personally, peculiarly, particularly, and purposely made to suit the purpose for which he or she was created. So no one is like the other exactly. Our fingerprints lay credence to this analysis. It is therefore a misunderstanding in trying to be like the other person. We are each wonderfully and beautifully made. Let us make no mistake about that. Listen to this. God, at the beginning of creation, once in a year will send his angel to visit mankind and bring individual requests back to God. This was the situation for many years and people were very happy. Then came one year when mankind acted like spoiled brats. Some with normal head size demand a bigger head so they can use it to win headbutts. Some demanded big eyes so to enable them to see what their neighbors were doing in their closet. The one with normal leg want longer leg to outrun his competitors. so many frivolous demands to oppress neighbors, to oppress friends and each other. Of course, as is practice, God gave them their desires. At the time of manifestation, the whole place became a city of monsters. Long leg prevented the owner to enter their home with ease, as they become too tall for their doors. The big head could not wear their dresses with ease, and they looked like aliens from outer space. The whole place became a misfit, life like a demon settlement. Please remember, we are wonderfully and beautifully made. There exists a great unseen stream of power which may be compared to a river, except that one side flows in one direction, carrying all who get into that side of stream onward and upward toward wealth, and the other side flow on the opposite direction, carrying all who are unfortunate enough to get into it, not be able to get themselves out, but downward to misery and poverty. Please know that poverty and riches often change places. Poverty and riches often change places. The condition that you are in now is not permanent. No condition is. Poverty may and generally does voluntarily take the place of riches. When riches take the place of poverty, the change is usually brought about through well-conceived and carefully executed plans. Poverty needs no plan. It needs no one to aid it because it is bold and ruthless. Riches are shy and timid. They have to be attracted. Please believe this. No more effort is required to aim high in life, to demand abundance and prosperity than is required to accept misery and poverty as your way of life. There's a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to acquire it. No one is ready for a thing until you believe you can acquire it. Your state of mind must be believe that you can. Believe that you can. Not mere hope or wish, which I call wishful thinking in our last discussion. At man's creation, God commissioned mankind to go and be fruitful, to multiply and replenish the heart, to subdue it and have dominion over all. It is a commission, not an option. I've said this before, and that is, you offend humanity if you are just ordinary, just existing and not living. The greatest and most marvelous power mankind possesses is power to think. But few people know how to think constructively or correctly. Consequently, they achieve only indifferent results. Most people allow their thought to dwell on selfish purposes, the inevitable result for an infantile mind. This set of people need to grow up because when a man becomes mature, it understands that the germ of defeat is in every selfish thought. A trained and mature mind knows that every transaction must benefit every person who is in any way connected with the transaction, and any attempt to profit by the weakness, by the ignorance or necessity of another will inevitably operate to the disadvantage of the selfish. I'm going to repeat this because it's very important. A trained and mature mind knows that every transaction must benefit every person who is in any way connected with the transaction, and any attempt to profit by the weakness, by the ignorance or necessity of another will inevitably operate to the disadvantage of the selfish. I can be what I will to be is an affirmation we should greatly cultivate. I can be what I want to be. Some believe in luck, believing that some set of fortunate people are lucky. I normally tell such people there's no luck anywhere, and that what we call luck is actually labor under correct knowledge. Labor under correct knowledge, where the L stand for labor, the U stand for under, and correct, C stand for correct, K stand for knowledge. When you have correct knowledge or accurate information and you labor in pursuing it, acting on such correct knowledge, success is assured, which is other called luck. For more enlightenment on your financial awareness, come to us at Kenny's Consult Limited and let us discuss with you more ingredients needed for your financial abundance, for your financial wellness. We are the financial experts that specialize in financial management, and we specialize in investing for you at the Nigerian Stock Exchange and its management thereafter. Let us continue to travel together on this our journey of success through the path of wisdom. To be informed is to be transformed, and not to be informed is to be deformed. My name is Kayode Enerayiton, and I can be reached on 074 279 42,000 or 07951775255. Or better still, visit our website, kenisconsultlimited.uk. kenisconsultlimited.uk. If this our video benefits you, please share and like. And moreover, visit our Success Digest blog on the YouTube. Enjoy your success.